How are you guys? Welcome back to Wargaming China, the channel for wargamers, modelers, and anybody who's got interest in the war of resistance against Japanese aggression in China from 1931 to 1945. Now, as you guys might know, I'm immobile at the moment with a broken leg, so I'm just doing short videos that I can find subjects on in the house. So this is what I've been doing for the last 5 weeks. Been working on these Daihatsu Type A Army landing craft. Now they're scratch built, made from a balsa base, lollipop sticks, card, and a hell of a lot of effort. Now to make these, I looked in books, looked in images, looked up what other manufacturers had done, and then I started building. Now what I would class as I had to go on a learning curve to build these. I didn't do any research to build these because I didn't look at any original papers. I didn't go to a museum and study one. I did all my learning for this to get the knowledge to build these online. And that's what I want to talk about today. The difference between learning about a subject and getting knowledge on a subject is brilliant, no matter what the subject is. For us wargamers, we're often talking to people about a subject and they will tell us, as I say to you, oh, I'm going to research it more. Now, there's a difference between research and learning. They're both chasing knowledge, but when you're learning and you're seeking knowledge and you're buying books and you're reading articles online. I mean, I'm lucky. I've got access to university libraries for my wife studying, and all of this I'm reading all the time. But I've done 50 videos, or over 50 videos now, and to be honest, there was very little research that I did to put into them, because when you say I'm researching something, you are trying to find out something that nobody knows. And I'll give you an example of this. Okay, on page 41 of Soldiers of the White Sun by Philip Jowett, on page 41, top right hand corner, there's a picture of a 1-inch Vickers gun, and one of the sentences on the picture is, "It is not known where or just how many of this exotic type of weapon were in service or where they came from." So I took that sentence, so the author platforms that he does not know where the guns came from. So I researched that. I actually did research on that, and I discovered that the 1-inch Vickers were made in Italy and were bought by the Northwestern Army when they bought breeder bombers, and then when those bombers were out of service, they were mounted on field carriages and used in the ground roll. Now that was research, because I found a statement that said they didn't know, and I filled in the gaps. That's research. Now it's very hard to do research if you're not looking at original material, or you're not doing any actual battlefield trips, archaeology, or you haven't been to a museum that's got an example like this. I didn't go to a museum that had an example of a Type A landing craft, because there's none in this country, in Australia. So I had to learn about the landing craft. But to find out the 1-inch Vickers gun, I had to do research. I'll give you another example of research, okay? In lots of books, it took me a long time to identify the Vickers Dragon Mark II-D as the Vickers Dragon that China bought. Now, none of the books stated that. They all said Vickers Dragon. But through photographic analysis and a lot of work, because there's lots of information from Vickers, I was able to put the pieces together from photographic analysis and and state and platform my finding that it was the Vickers Mark II D Dragon in Chinese service. That was a sentence, that was my research, okay? And then I platform it, but still that has never been peer reviewed. But what I do know about the internet is that if you get something wrong, they'll be all over you. And for me, that's good, because I platform my understandings and I really do hope for feedback. If I'm wrong, I'm just as happy to find out, because when you're right, very few people will pat you on the back, but when you're wrong, they'll pile on. So research can be done with anything. I'm going to go back to another example in Jowett's book. Now, I don't want to slug off Jowett because he does some excellent work, and just remember, when you get something wrong, it can often be the case that somebody can pick up your mistake and then get to clarify what you got wrong. But it can only be done if you platform your understandings. And by platforming understandings, you're putting yourself out, as I do, at the mercy of the world to say what I got wrong. And as I said, if you're not prepared for that, you don't platform your ideas. So I'll give you another example of just sometimes that photographic analysis can be research. In many books it states that the blue stone and white field emblem of the KMT was found on the right side of soldiers' helmets. Well, through photographic analysis, and that's a sentence repeated in many books, through photographic analysis I was able to prove pretty quickly that all the images that authors refer to prove their point are inverted images, all inverted images. So just for photographic analysis, you can do some research, some historical research. Then if you put them online to platform them, you could be proved wrong. But even if I did that, I'm not platforming this to a peer review. So I still can't say that I'm doing research. I feel I'm doing research, but it's not going to be academically recognized research. So look, we should all pursue knowledge on that subject, no matter what it is. But we should not take away from people who are doing field trips, people who are doing research. It's great that you buy books and you learn. It's awesome. But true research is slightly different to that. It involves, for me, I start my research on the premise that what I've written, I want to disprove. If you read something and you just want to research to prove it, that's called confirmatory bias. And you want to avoid that, especially with China's war. So if you're ever researching something, try to prove that it's wrong, not it's right. And that way, if you can't prove it's wrong, it probably is right. Now, just a bit chat on the channel. I've done 50 videos now. We haven't really been getting the growth from the channel I wanted, but I don't put much effort into this because it's a free channel. I'm not trying to earn money. I'm really trying to reach out more to people to contact me and talk about the theories that I platform on my channel, or the things that I platform on my channel. So I love feedback. I'm not really getting a lot of it, to be honest. I'm not getting hardly any feedback. To the people who have given me feedback, please continue. To you guys who watch the channel, this is the opportunity for you today to tell me or ask me things that you want to know for the future, because I've got another year. I'm going to give this another year, see how I go, and this year will decide whether I continue with this. Because as I said, I do enjoy it, but I'm not really getting the the stimulating interaction with viewers that I would want. Also, I've noticed that I've made 50 videos. The guys at Studio Historia, who make awesome figures, shared one and gave me a nice review, which I was gobsmacked about. So if you're a viewer of this and you like my stuff, can you share it online? Can you help me grow my channel? Because that's what I want. I don't want to make money off YouTube. I really just want to expose what I'm doing to a wider audience and get feedback. And that feedback will help me improve the channel, improve my knowledge, and by that I will be able to answer more and more questions and go into more and more detail about subjects that you want me to. I've been doing this, studying China's war for 15 years. But as I said, studying, I haven't written an exam on it. I'm not an academic. So it's up to you as the audience to help me grow this channel. I've got 106 viewers, subscribers. I'm very grateful to you guys. But I would like more. I would like more exposure, and I'd like more feedback. So guys, all the best for the new year. If you can think of what you want, I mean, do you want me to do more live shows? I tried to go live the other week, but YouTube screwed me around. But I've sorted that out now, so I can go live. So if you want me to go live and pick my brain on the subjects I've covered in the previous 2 years, let me know. If there's subjects that you want me to cover over the next year, let me know. Do you want me to just continue the way I'm doing it, step by step going through China, which I'm having problems with because I still haven't built the Great Wall, or parts of the Great Wall? Or do you want me to just do bits here and bits there as I do my wargaming? Because I've got forces for so many different scenarios and campaigns and battles. I just started at the beginning. But, if you think you'd want me to start to go into Inner Mongolia, I'll do that. If you really want me to start with the Great War campaign and the second part of Operation Necker, I'll do that. But you gotta let me know. Give me some feedback. Start sharing my videos. Let me know what you want. Alright guys, all the best for Christmas. Bye.